I'm here with senior defensive back Kristen Chase, junior defensive back Savion Lewis. I mean, junior defensive back Braylon Russell. I mean, I'm here with the collective group. You guys were called upon big tonight, big passing game. I mean, two turnovers. Talk to me, Braylon. Talk to me about your 2 plays.
I mean, we just had this game plan. We were just following it. Our coach put us in the right position to make plays. We just had to execute it.
I mean, Savion, you had a lot of reps on Sean. I mean, can you just talk about the preparation this week coming into practice? I mean, he's obviously their #1 target. I mean, you had a lot of great plays on him. You had an interception that was called back. Just talk about your play tonight and just overall preparation.
That was the game plan all week, just to lock them down. Our focus was to lock them down, try not to let them score. That was good.
I mean, they have like a ton of weapons. Nakamura, Brody Lennon. I mean, he's a O-State commit. Sean, as I just touched on. You just talk to me about the difficulties of just focus on a lot of different weapons. I mean, how were you guys able to do it so efficiently? I mean, you guys held them to 14 points.
We basically just had to game plan off their skill base. Like they all had different skill bases, and we just game planned off that.
I mean, Christian, can you just talk to me about how you guys are feeling going into playoffs? I mean, what is just the vibes right now as you guys head into the playoffs as a collective unit?
I mean, obviously it was hard losing those 2 in a row, but we back rolling right now, and morals high. I got guys around me who can do it all. We feel good.
I mean, you talked about those 2 losses, and I'm glad you did. Can you just talk to me about the growth you guys have seen from not only you guys' side of the ball, but just you guys as a whole unit, offense and defense?
Yeah, I mean, losing sucks, but every time you lose, it's a learning opportunity. Learn from your mistakes, get better every practice.
I mean, you also had a lot of reps on Sean as well. I mean, can you just talk about that matchup? What did you make of it?
Being patient, using my speed to my bench.
And I mean, anytime you guys hold this offense to I mean, they haven't scored over 30 points in every game they played in. You held them to less than half of that with 14. Just talk to me about just overall how you guys were able to do that.
Staying square, using my hands, listening to the coaches. A lot of communication.
And what's you guys' mindset? You guys head up. I mean, we don't know who you're playing, obviously, but I mean, just talk to me about the mindset you guys head into playoffs.
Next one up every time. Every week is focus on who playing that week.
Anything else from anybody before I let y'all go? Thank you all. Great game. Congrats. I'm here with junior running back TJ Moore after the 48-14 win over Gilmour. I mean, 2 touchdowns, 232 yards. Talk to me about your performance tonight, TJ.
It's really just preparation and practice. My big boys putting in that work. They actually got me over 1,000 this season. I'm proud of them for that. We got to keep putting in the work in the lab.
I mean, over 1,000 yards is nothing to gloss your head at. I mean, still a junior. Talk to me about your growth from, I mean, if you look back around this time of year going into playoffs as a sophomore, talk to me about how you've changed and how you've matured and just your growth, I mean, as you look into another playoff.
My sophomore year, I was behind 2 great running backs. My big brother Monty, off somewhere, then my big brother Bo, went down this year, unfortunate. But 2 great running backs behind that I get to look at and see how I can finish my game and elevate my game and get better.
I mean, you touched on the preparation throughout the week. Can you just elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah, I got you. Really just overcoming the barriers of people not respecting us, if you get what I'm saying. Every day in practice, we working our ass off. Every day we working in practice, getting better. The people still doubting us. Hey, look at what we do. We do this.
I mean, obviously, I know obviously you're on the offensive side of the ball, but you guys' defense, I mean, they held strong all game, really. I mean, going against a high-scoring offense just like you guys yourselves. Gilmour, they're nothing. I mean, you made it look easy. I mean, just kind of shine some light on your defense a little bit.
My defense, they did great this game. They did great this game. Things that we can improve on, but it's really just them going against scout team, having looks, having me running the ball on them. Like, we put in the work at practice in order to be good in the game, and that's what everybody missing.
I feel like most of the game, I mean, watching as a spectator at least, most of the game was perfect, but you guys did have a lot of penalties that did kind of cause problems and hold you back, not only on the defensive side of the ball, but on the offensive side of the ball as well. Were those just kind of like mental hiccups, or were those actually like, was there something actually a little bit more than that?
As a team, we do great, but those mental mistakes that we can't make in critical moments, but we're getting better at it.
I mean, as you guys head off, you guys don't know who you're playing yet, but talk to me about you guys' just overall mindset as you guys head into the playoffs.
Our overall mindset is just be prepared. It don't matter who they throw at us, no matter how big, how little, how fast, how strong, we always gonna be the best.
I mean, anything else you want to say, TJ? I mean, before I let you get out of here.
Vikes.
Vikes. I mean, great performance. Good luck to you on the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Congrats on hitting 1,000 yards, excuse me. Great performance from you.
Thank you.
Coach, I mean, big win, undefeated team. I mean, you guys had your work cut out for you, 48-14. I mean, going against such an explosive offense, I mean, they haven't scored less than 30 points in each game they play. You guys held them to less than that. Just talk about you guys' defensive effort tonight, Coach.
Well, I think our defense, first off, we matched up really well. I think, we certainly up front, we were able to get to this quarterback. I don't know how many times we got to him. He got hit a lot of times. Kid's tough. He took a lot of shots. They got talented, skilled guys. There's no doubt about it. But fortunately, our defense, I think we controlled the line of scrimmage. And then our back end, they made some plays, number 9's our 6, is a heck of a player. But overall, we did some really positive things, and hey, they were 7th in the state. Nobody gives any love to the Vikings, but hopefully we've earned a little respect now.
For sure. Coach, I mean, you touched on you guys' ability to rush the passer. I feel like in the second quarter that kind of started to show because you guys had 3 sacks in that quarter alone. You guys ended with 6 for the game, by the way. Coach, I mean, can you just talk to me about the importance of that in this game, especially considering that they were so pass heavy?
Well, yeah, so to be able to get home with only 4 guys is huge because that allows us to play coverage. And if you have to start sending extra guys, then it becomes more challenging. So I was very proud of that, and we got some really talented pass rushers, especially when we get into 3rd and long. And we didn't even have Big D'Angelo out there rushing off the edge, and Brian Quartervich only did a little bit until he started cramping. But no, we had a good scheme for these guys. I mean, and our kids played. I mean, we had 19 penalties. I mean, which was really frustrating. But at the end of the day, I think our defense played really well. I think offensively we got rolling a little bit, and then Johnny made some beautiful throws over. We got over the top of them, and it turned out to be really, really good.
Coach, I mean, obviously the run game was big, and it opened up a lot of those throws to Quartervich over the top. Anytime you guys could just kind of give Bo a rest and still rush for well over 300 yards, I mean, that's huge.
Well, listen, you can never replace Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson and Bam Childer's 2 greatest players I've ever coached. And I'm sad for Bo. I mean, if you had told me we were going to be playing this year without him, and even Big D'Angelo, I mean, this is like the first, he hasn't been able to play much this year, so we just got to pray we can get healthy going into the playoffs now. And, but, we're a team. And if you have a team, you have depth. And we have guys prepared to step up to the plate, and that's, I think, what happened today.
Coach, you guys started out 5-0, just to kind of rewind a little bit. 2 losses, Ursuline, McDowell. Can you just talk to me about the growth that you've seen from those 2 losses heading into this back-end stretch of the season?
Well, let me say this, Jeff. I'm not a moral victory guy. We had, Ursuline, we were beating them first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and then just didn't finish. And the other game, we spotted them 14 and really 24. Because of just some, and then we make it 38-35. But those are we're not a moral victory team. I mean, our team needed is finish. That's been we need to finish. And now we're starting to finish. And we got to just we've got some momentum now, and we got to keep gaining that momentum. That's what's important.
And Coach, I'm glad you did touch on those penalties, specifically in that second quarter. You had an interception taken back. I mean, you guys had them down here in the red zone.
I think there was 3 pass interference calls
in a row. I mean, was
and
that?
And then
we
get a pick 6, and
yeah. What did you make of that?
I'm gonna withhold judgment on my comments. I don't want to get fined. It was a very frustrating penalty game, and all I can say is we're going to work really hard to correct those.
Coach, before I let you get out of here, could you just talk about the mindset and just how you guys continue to build momentum going into the playoffs as you guys look to?
Well, listen, this is what the intent. You want to be playing really good football going into week 10 and week 11, and we're we certainly didn't play a flawless game here tonight, but we did some really positive things, and I think our conditioning and stuff, I think really wore them down in the second half, and I think, that was big for us.
Coach, I mean, it's always a pleasure. Great game tonight. Good luck to you on the rest of the year. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Just keep rolling.
Thank you, Coach.